Hello, I'm Daniel, and welcome to my YouTube channel. We here at the channel are continuing in our series of videos with respect to inspiration, information, education, guidance, advice. And I want to continue on with certain selections from the book of Deuteronomy. Those who have been following my videos, I'm in the low 800s at this point, know that I have a certain affinity. I'm drawn to unusual terms, unusual phrasings in the language. Something will catch my eye and I say, why does it say this? And sure enough, in Parshas Kiseitze, in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 21, verse 10, it says, when you will go out to war against your enemies, and Hashem your God will deliver him into your hand, and you will capture its captives. Now, I'm going to, for the moment, I'm going to let aside capture the captives, but something caught my eye. In the first part of the verse, the first part of the pasuk, it says, when you will go out against your enemies, plural, and Hashem your God will deliver him into your hand. There's a switch between plural and singular, and, well, I was curious. So, because the pasuk is, the verse is enigmatic. It begins with a reference to the enemies in the plural, and then it changes to the singular. It says, Hashem your God will deliver him into your hand. So it was, obviously, I'm not the first one to point this out. It was Rabbi Mordechai Gifter, who addresses this question and derives from it actually a very profound lesson. Whether we realize it or not, we enter battle daily against all sorts of enemies, or rather, one enemy in the guise of many different enemies. The Yetzer Hara, the evil inclination, that built-in leaning toward evil that we're all made with, to a greater or lesser extent, that Yetzer Hara is one enemy in the guise of many different enemies. That's like our supervillain inside us. It's extremely cunning, and it basically, because it's part of us, it knows us better than we know ourselves. And it always seeks to destroy, or at least impede, spiritual development. And it attacks us from all sides, transforming itself into many different forms. So it appears that we are waging war with many different, diverse enemies. This is, however, not the case. A person possesses one Yetzer Tov, a good inclination. And so too, we possess only one Yetzer Hara, only one evil inclination. Evil has many faces, each one seeking a vulnerability, a chink in the spiritual armor. Keep this in mind. It's not that you have 1,000 different temptations. You've got one temptation. It's attacking you from different sides. It looks like there's lots. There's actually only one enemy. And in a way, when you think about it this way, it makes it a little easier to deal with, because you're not dealing with an army of evil inclinations. It's just one. It's just one evil inclination. It just looks to us as if it's many. It bombards us with many guises. And like I say, this is not a reason to despair. It seems overwhelming, but in actuality it's not. There's not a multitude of enemies we have to conquer. One single, solitary enemy. A formidable one, for sure, but still only one. Regardless of the disguise, we can prevail over it if we put our minds and our hearts and our spirits toward it. If we go at it like we mean it, it can be conquered. We're going to be doing more videos along these lines. Please come back. Please watch. Please learn. And until then, I'm Daniel, and thank you too much.